What's up, YouTube? My name is Kenny J, the insurance guru, and this is Kenny J TV. Welcome to another episode of Kenny J TV. If you are a first-time viewer, welcome to Kenny J TV. Feel free to browse around and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for my latest notification. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to Kenny J TV. And as you can see, this is not the normal studio. This is not normally where I shoot, but I am back home for the Christmas holidays. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, everything in between, whatever you celebrate. I hope that you are enjoying time, whether you're resting, you're with family, you're vacationing. I hope that you had a good holiday and you are staying safe. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the difference between opening a franchise insurance agency and opening an independent insurance agency. So as some may know and some may not, I started at State Farm as a team member. And I remember my agency owner, former agency owner, sitting me down and saying, listen, you would be a great asset to State Farm, opening up a franchise agency. It would be great for you. And I didn't really think about it. I know I always wanted to go independent and do my own insurance agency. Some of the main differences are with the franchise agency, no matter how they spin it, no matter how they say it, it really isn't your business. I'm just gonna call it how it is. This may ruffle a few feathers, but it really is not your business. I've seen agents that have reached out to me, that have booked calls and said, listen, I was with A, B, and C company. I may have lost the contract or I left. And when you leave, the book of business stays with the company. So let's say you open it under State Farm, Allstate, Goosehead, whatever agency or company you open it under, it is truly not your book of business. And one thing that they told me was, listen, if you open an agency under State Farm, you have to stop your YouTube channel. There are a lot of things that you will not be able to do. And what I heard was there's not a lot of freedom to do and move as you please. You have to follow the rules. You have to meet with sales leaders. You have to do the promotions as whatever company it is, how they do their promotions. You don't really have a say in what goes on, and you have to be very careful on how you promote. I've had agency owners from these franchise agencies reach out to me and say, I love the way that you create your content. I love the way that you market your business. I would love to be on that caliber, but because I'm with X, Y, and Z franchise agency, I cannot. They are very particular on what we post on social media. On the other hand, on an independent side or as an independent agent, not under a franchise agency, it's literally night and day. The things that I'm able to do is endless. Like, I don't have to meet with anybody. I don't have to go to sales meetings. It's all on me. So if I don't work, of course, I don't get paid, but I'm able to market how I want. I'm able to speak how I want. And of course, for me, you know, whenever I'm speaking about my business, I'm, you know, the most professional I can be. But at the same time, when you're with these franchise agencies, certain things you can't say, certain words you can't say. But as an independent agent, it's all on you. Another big thing that deterred me away from doing the franchise is the amount of money they require you to have in order to start. This one gentleman reached out and he was about to pull the trigger with this company, and he said, yeah, I have to pay them, I believe it was like $50,000 or $100,000 to start the agency. And I said, for what? Like, what is this going towards? For me, I started my agency for under $2,000. There's no way that I would put that much money into something that's not 100% mine, because at the end of the day, if they want to say thank you for your service and it's no longer needed, guess what? You're out of there. I know a lot of franchise companies require you to have an office. They require you to have X amount of employees on the first day. And that is also something that did not intrigue me from day one. I wanted to truly learn the operations, truly learn how to run a business without having the pressure of teaching other people, because how can I be an effective leader, an effective manager, an effective boss if I don't know truly how to run the business. I wanted to start off by myself, having of course my underwriters, processors, my marketing team, all of that, but I wanted no agents under me because I needed to learn. And of course, when you have agents day one, you have to put out money to pay them. But how are you putting out money if you are a brand new business? That money has to come from you, out of your pocket. And again, that is not something I wanted to do. I knew that if I worked hard enough, I knew that I would be able to produce the amount of revenue I needed to eventually hire a team, hire agents if I liked, and that is exactly what I did. So it's a lot of pressure going with the franchise agency. I'm not saying anything is wrong with going that route, but always weigh your options and look at the pros and cons. Do your own research and see, is this the right match for me? A great thing about a franchise agency is the marketing. If you go with the State Farm, think about if you open up in Houston, Texas, and this is your first office, you're going to have people calling because you're on Google. State Farm has an amazing, marketing. You see it on every other commercial. People are going to call State Farm, and that credibility is already there. So if people reach out to me and say, oh, you in insurance? Who do you work for? And I say a big name company, it's a lot of credibility already with that, opposed to me saying, oh yes, I opened my insurance agency, Remedy Insurance and Wealth Builders. They may not have heard of that, and it's like, well, who is that? Who are you supported by? And I'm always like, it's me. And that could worry some people because, as you know, insurance is a very serious and legal field, and they want to make sure that they're paying their money to the right people, they're properly protected, because if they're not, it falls back on you. All in all, the decision boils down to you. As I stated, do your research, weigh the pros and cons, and see what best works for you. Personally, for me, going the independent route, representing myself and being 110% the owner of my business intrigued me and pulled me that way. So that is the way that I went. If you are a captive or a franchise insurance agency owner, how is that going for you? What are some pros and cons that I did not name? And do you wish you could experience that, or have you ever been interested in going that route? And vice versa, if you are on the independent side, what are some pros and cons of you owning an independent insurance agency? Do you ever wish or curious as to what it would be like if you owned an Allstate, a State Farm, or something of that nature? I am tired. I have been walking for a minute and talking, but I am enjoying the vibes. It's a little cold out here in the low 40s, but don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for my latest notification. Yes, we are dropping a video every week. Again, my name is Kenny J, the insurance guru, and this is Kenny J TV.